Here's how I spent the perfect festive day in London. Starting first at Covent Garden. They do snow flurries here every day starting at noon, but we got there early to see the decorations and take pictures before it got too busy. During the holidays, there's also often performers, so we got to hear some opera. And if you have time to kill, you could do some shopping, or you could do what we did, which was pop around the corner for a quick pint. Just about everywhere in London is decorated for Christmas, and that includes pubs too. The snow flurries at Covent Garden happen on the hour, every hour, with the last show at 9. Definitely get there a bit early because it does get crowded. Afterwards, we walked over to Dishoom and got there soon after they opened, and luckily didn't have to wait for a table. This was the most recommended restaurant to me, and I have to say it was worth the hype. We got some veggie samosas, palak paneer, chicken tikka, and one item you should definitely not skip, the black dal, because it was so creamy and delicious. We then walked to Somerset House to go ice skating. We bought our tickets in advance, which I do recommend because they have very limited tickets available on site. Tickets range from £14 to about £26 depending on the day and type of ticket. Then we started on another walk to our next stop, Fortnum & Mason's. You could definitely take public transportation or call a cab between these stops, but I love to walk when exploring a new city because I feel like it's the best way to take in all the sights. Fortnum & Mason's had this great advent calendar outside and lots of cute window displays. Inside is also amazing with a little holiday show and so many gift options. We bought some assorted mince pies and this tin of chocolates that you can wind up, and it's like a carousel that plays music. Such a fun souvenir to bring home. It does get dark early in London, so by the time we left, we were able to see the outside all lit up and then started on our Christmas lights walk. We first walked through the Burlington Arcade to New Bond Street and Old Bond Street. London has no shortage of Christmas lights, and this particular area is crazy. It's one of the most concentrated for a variety of different lights, and it feels like every storefront has a display to see. I will warn you, it's a really busy time to visit, so definitely prepare yourself for some crowds. We also walked through the Royal Arcade in Hanover Square before reaching Regent Street, which has to be one of the most iconic of the Christmas displays. We continued on our route to Oxford Street, seeing displays along the way to Carnaby Street. Last year they had this really fun space-themed display, but I know it's different for 2024. So just keep that in mind if you're going this year, that some displays might be a little different than what you see here. And our last stop was Piccadilly Circus for more of the iconic angel lights before grabbing dinner at Fallow. This was one of our few fancier dinners, and it is a bit more expensive here, but I was so impressed by the food and service. We ordered the venison tartare, and we were in Germany right before London, so we were still on a bratwurst kick. But my favorite were these flamed mussels, specifically because of the bread underneath that was soaking in all the bacon butter sauce. It was so good. And then we ended near Chinatown. If we had been hungrier, we would have gotten a sweet treat, but instead we caught the tube home. Be sure to save this post if you want to remember all these spots, and thanks for watching.